Salutations everyone, I'm your Bikoshi, and welcome back to another Chucky review. Yeah, there's no intro this time because, this is me really wanting to get into this. That's how you know the episode's good. Uh, wow, we do see more of the origin of Charles Lee Ray, or as everyone likes to call him, obviously, Chucky. And I loved his origin story. I was so scared thinking we were going to humanize Chucky, which I didn't want. He shouldn't be humanized. He should stay as the monster that he is. Like, he's a killer who just loves to kill. He loves to murder. He loves to kill people. Like, that's all he wants to be. And we get that, where we see him having these violent tendencies of hating like a kid that annoyed him at his birthday party. We see him constantly bashing like a piñata, even though it's down on the ground, he's already attacking it, slicing the cake in half, obviously, like he's like slicing up someone as well. And then we see him in the middle of the night. He wakes up after hearing his father getting stabbed repeatedly by this killer that was on the news that he's heard in the radio, and he's constantly stabbing his father. And you see this reaction to him that throws you in for a loop, thinking like, oh no, is Chucky scared by this? Is he saddened that his father died? And then you see that he had like this little small pocket knife on him that he kept in his room after his mother was like, let's hide in this closet and make sure that we hide from the killer so he doesn't get us and maybe he won't know we're there, which is a dumb idea because don't you think they would go and check there? Obviously, like, isn't it the most obvious hiding place to be in? Like, why would you think, like, yeah, they're not gonna find us in a closet? More like, why don't you go to the freaking back door of your house probably and escape, or jump out the window and run and get into your damn car, or like yell for help in your neighborhood? Like, more logical decisions, yet you don't understand why. But then you see that Chucky didn't take the knife to protect his mom and protect himself. No, he took that knife just to stab his mother. And the killer is impressed with Chucky, saying like, hey kid, if you want to do this right, you gotta cover your tracks. And I was like, yes, this is how you show an origin story of Chucky. You don't humanize him. You gotta know that this boy was born as a psychopath that loves to kill people. And he didn't do this because he lost his mother. No, he made sure the job was done by killing his mother after seeing his dad die. It wasn't like seeing that his dad died was a sense of fear. It was a sense of inspiration. And I love that. I'm glad he is a monster through and through when he's telling his origin story to Jake throughout this episode. Of course, there's a majority of this episode that has annoyed me a lot. And it's mainly Lexi, the fucking bitch that made fun of his dad. Now, if I'm not saying the dad was a good guy, I'm not saying that he deserved to die. I mean, I can say he had it coming, obviously, but honestly, you don't know why he became an alcoholic, why he destroyed Jake's project. You could have known another reason. I mean, maybe he was depressed that his wife is dead and he doesn't know how to react about with his son and his aspirations, his dreams. Like, he doesn't know how to respond to it, how he acts, and how he is different than him. So you could probably think that he is probably doesn't have his wife to tell him otherwise, to be supportive of his son. I mean, there is a lot of ways you can see it. I mean, do I say that it's an excuse for what he did to his son by abusing him? No. For his alcoholism? No. If at best, I would, the only ill will I would have wished upon him is, I hope you lose custody of your kid and go to prison and have justice served upon you, which is the only thing I can wish upon him, not death. Like, I don't know much about him, but I know much about Lexi is a total bitch, and she does deserve what's coming to her. From, even though she says, like, yeah, you insulted me in the talent show, bitch, you drew first blood when you made fun of him in that so-called charity that you did for him. Not only that, she comes into the house and gives him this half-assed apology while also insulting him, that got me in a fit of rage, that made me go angry, that I constantly kept pausing the episode, just getting angry from every word, every line she says to Jake, that I immediately just want to fucking punch her in the face. Like, God, it annoyed me so much. I just hated her, and I really wanted her to just get killed off immediately in this episode. And sadly, she doesn't. I mean, it's kind of a tease with Chucky about to attack her and finally about to stab her, despite the bitch finally just throws him on the ground. I don't know if she's gonna get killed in the next episode. Probably won't. Probably won't, because, my goodness, she is really hard to kill in this show. Like, it's like every so often you see her getting more and more being an awful person, that you just want her to die immediately. And if she does get a redemption arc, like she's, what, Rachel McAdams in the movie Mean Girls that gets a redemption arc? I think she did, if I remember correctly. But it's so bad. God, I hate her so much. I would say this, like, once the final climax of this episode comes in, Chucky just gets more and more enjoyable. Like, he starts to steal the show in the last 16 or 10 minutes of this episode, and I love it. I love it so much. And funny thing I liked, but I thought was also a smart idea, is that the kids who are hosting a party had the smart idea, like, we're not gonna blast music in the speakers. We're just gonna connect our headphones in this Bluetooth headphones and listen to all the music in the house and have headphones on. And I thought it was a smart decision, because you're not gonna have neighbors snitching on you to say, like, yeah, they totally had a big party while you were gone. And also a nice way to be considerate for Lexi's sister, because you know she's sleeping, and it'll be a nice way to have the headphones in there so the house could actually seem silent while they're actually partying to music that it sounds like nothing if you don't have headphones on. I thought that was a smart idea, actually. But also a dumb one, because they can't hear, like, a fire or an explosion happening in the house and hear a guy getting stabbed, which I thought was the potential dude that Lexi was going to cheat her boyfriend on. And he didn't have a chance to cheat on her. She didn't have a chance to cheat with him, because he got stabbed. He got murdered. by Chucky. Like, oh shit, I thought you were Lexi. Yeah, fuck it. Just kills him anyway. There was also a line in this episode that Chucky said that got bleeped out on the TV version, and I don't know what he said. I mean, fuck is okay, and all the other stuff they say in this episode, but Chucky said something, probably a slur to her, and I'm pretty sure it's a slur that is very true to her nature. That that he said that can't be said on TV, but you can watch the uncensored version of it on YouTube, because apparently Sci-Fi is releasing all the episodes uncensored on YouTube for free, basically. They're actually showing these episodes for free on YouTube, that you can watch them uncensored and uncut, that the TV version can't show. So if you want to see these episodes unhinged, then you can watch them on YouTube and see for yourself if it's worth watching, which I honestly think I want to go back and like watch this series again. Like, I'm gonna go and try, probably like the only time I'm gonna watch this series again, which is probably recently, because once all these episodes get released, like all 8 episodes, I'm gonna go and like rewatch all the Chucky movies from beginning to end and the show, because that would be awesome to watch, because, you know, the first movie took place in Christmas, so what better way to start the holidays than having a fucking Child's Play marathon. I have the worst choices of Christmas movies. Child's Play and Batman Returns. Probably top 3 favorite Christmas movies. And the live action remake of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Yes, I do like that movie. Shut up. But yeah, this episode, 8 out of 10. Mainly because the 8 out of 10 is basically me just... It could have been a 9, but Lexi still is alive, and she still annoyed the hell out of me. But it's an 8 out of 10 just because Chucky and his origin story alone is amazing in this episode. And hopefully we're going to get more backstory to Chucky, honestly. Because I actually want to see more of him, like, in the process of becoming a famous killer. I really do want to see that. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully more Chucky is going to come along the way. Preferably on November, since the show has 8 episodes. Whew. I'm excited. Chucky's not over yet. Just because Halloween is going to come and go doesn't mean the murders are going to stop in this show. So, I'll see you, Wolfpack, in the next one. Ciao, darlings. Oh, and before I go, I kind of want to see more creative kills in this show. Like, I think each episode had a creative kill. The first episode, Chucky, like, Exorcist style, vomits like all the whiskey on Jake's dad and then electrocuting him. That was creative. Him taking all the knives, putting them in the dishwasher, and knocking over the maid to her death. That was creative. This episode didn't have a creative kill, like, whatsoever. It was more in the lines of just stabbing a dude and that's it. I know it's a small complaint, but the thing about Chucky kills is there's something creative or something fun about them. But I think it makes up for it for his lines in this episode. Like, Chucky's got the best lines in this show, hands down. But then again, it's Chucky. Who the fuck is gonna upstage him? Probably Brad Dourif's daughter. Which I have not yet seen. We have not seen Nika yet. We haven't seen Andy yet. And we definitely haven't seen Tiffany yet. Or, to be more specific, Tiffany disguised as Jennifer Tilly. So anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, darlings.
Ow, ow, ow! Ow! Ow!